say hallelujah, an outbreathing of love that permeates and expands in infinitum. So there's no excuse not to embrace this truth. And I mean, want to be a Sufi mystic or a mystic, but I was
the future.
Well, I already recommended to her on our way to New York to appease the bond markets.
To what?
To appease the bond markets.
Okay.
Because their bond ratings are going down, right?
Yeah.
You must be responsible for the falling price of oil, Rachel. No, I'm not. Was Don Getty responsible for the price of oil falling when Lougheed left? No, he wasn't. You will confound the bankers of New York. I could tell you this, Rachel, and I did. I sent this note to her. Going prepared with a balance sheet of the province, even a preliminary balance sheet. Ask Joe, your finance minister, to have his economist prepare a preliminary accounting of the assets of this province. The oil, the land, the gas, the people, there's all, just do a preliminary one. It's a preliminary. Hire Deloitte, hire KPMG if you want. Just do it. Mm-hmm. The bankers will be confounded because no one ever comes with a balance sheet because public sector don't have balance sheets. Second thing is, establish a new economic vision for this province, just like Peter Lougheed did in 1971. It was called a little white paper on, right, the future of Alberta or something. What would that do? In this time of crisis, Alberta's great. When in crisis, we rise to the challenge. When oil prices are low and we're all in a funk, this is the time to get creative and bold and say, let's define a new economic paradigm based on well-being. And what are you going to base it on? On the balance sheet. You've done your initial assessment. What are our options now? Are we making the highest and best use of those assets? What's our business plan going to be? We've done great at measuring outcomes of government programs. We led the country doing that with Jim Dinning as our treasurer at the time. I was there at the time. It was fantastic. What's the next chapter? You have to define a vision for this province. You can't be sitting in your foxhole worried about the next election and worry about people criticizing you. You have to lead with some bold, I think, vision. The third thing is, I would say, Rachel, what we have that Eberhard gave us is the most important public bank in North America, called ATB. Bigger than the Bank of North Dakota, which Americans point to go like, wow, that was a stroke of genius. They started in 1919. We have ATB, which means it's our bank. You can direct, right? Caucus can direct the bank to provide literally interest-free loans to low-income households, to kickstart the renewable energy capacity building, right? That is just waiting to get oxygen, right? But is starved for liquidity. And you can have the ATB give interest-free loans and still be a profitable institution in the sense of it's our bank. Why do we even have to generate a profit, right? We just have our bank. So these are the things that most Albertans have no clue, and this is the third thing that I would recommend. And in AIMCO, we have $84 billion in our investment fund. So AIMCO with 84, ATB with 43 billion, combined about 60% of what the entire Canadian pension plan has in its assets.